NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Minshew. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. 1st down, Murray. Dancing to his... Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Jags grab it. It's a foot race. The 20. 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. A quick throw complete to Chark. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Johnson. 77 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the pace.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Minshew sets to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Murray now. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. These 2 teams all tied after 1. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go with Johnson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games that started Thursday night, Colts-Texans, to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them, does it? But if they win, they could be neck and neck with Dallas. With Seattle, they're trying to keep pace and stay right on the heels of San Francisco in the NFC West. How about Dallas at New England? That's a big-time game. The Cowboys trying to maintain their lead in the NFC East. New England just one loss. And Green Bay at San Francisco. That game got flexed to Sunday night and deserved to be. That could be one of the better ones we'll see this year.
Yeah, that's a trio of games that is very, very strong this weekend. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Yeah.
Fournette, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fournette running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready. 50, plant. 59, Mike the 59. You ain't going nowhere. Get it.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Come on, set.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambo is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter.
And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
He's going to field this at the 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Ready? 15, line up. 15 line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third and goal.
Set. 10-2, sir. I'm coming after you. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ball game. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the second half.
And it's interesting how the offense will go about helping them, too, because so many times you're looking to control a game with your defense. Well, your defense just gave up 3. Now your offense, as you said, has to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Don't get nervous.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, Johnson. Oh, nice move. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let him know.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. This complete to the tight end Clay. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A toss, left side, Johnson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll run it again with Fournette. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.